Hi guys, it's Benny. Welcome to my channel. So I'm here with my lovely best friend. For today's video, we are here to can see with you. Hearing I feel all the time could be funny voices or comments or could be anything. We feel like somebody to tell on me need this year better time, so hopefully we bet you next actuation. Are you ready? Like on the video. So I'll be right now. Open this level 1 2 3 planning. I mean, why you pray for because so over the surface being you can go back. Now you if you lose your heart, you can go back anyway. So about to IP, and that's why to explain that very stop at the right, and also if can be okay you the person. Wow, you can pray when you come here again. I mean, I could bet you if you go in the devil world, every single person sign, every single person that if I meet you, I'm hearing people being, oh, I never should pray for you become God, so you can talk about us. Change me, dirty word is sunlight wind. But like, what you change if you were back, if you came in with us? Yes, the people can try anyway. People know that people how we came was try. I know BMI. Which is very BMI. We're vessel. We're bigger. That's why I'm such a first place. Motivation, that's voting away, that's a big quality. Okay, if you're deaf, how can you speak? My business, I want to learn how to speak. My do speak something. It's really hard to talk about family really easy. I think it's like really see people to hard. I'll their accent is so perfect because our accents like different. It's called you to solve now to actually talk by work, by policy, or by time. People obsessed like when I try but speak people the other for that's what how to speak compared to obsessed if you learn side for the fourth side I feel well yes I mean the people continue but that's what they have applause have career being career this being a career for me I hear the piece about how here the words actually or I can hear that is also very problem is as well. Can you clean our glass? That's what I want first place. As though I can't read how I'm going to question. I will know about this. That's very simple to ask, honestly. Oh my god, that's so going ever when every people being I'm this winner, I'm deaf, yeah. I'm deaf, yeah. And that's when I come from here. Can you hear me? That's not how to work. That's not how to work. I'm so sorry. I just went and do that. Yes. Yeah. But that's it. I can't sing the song that so I have no respect for us. For dead people as well. That's why when people are new other place. I guess the best is ever. Good way is if you beat them one more time. And this Oh, how can I could review it fast or very simple question dog. I'm so sorry, Dad. I can't be so. I'm so sorry to hear it. I'm lost the question really. Like, I want to know, or I need to know, really, I don't want to hear people say, I want to know, if you really want to know, the have be at course, like glass being course. But what did she, absolute that place, must be definitely. I've been prefer to keep you over the new side, be we can talk to side, that's perfect, that's my side. I want to know that's about all we can this week. Only are so much, I'm so old, thank you that I this film, definitely 100%. I did some, they do level 3 lava. Queen awesome so special less. Please, less. Probably never said like that. I was saying thank you for 25 videos today. I'm so sorry, can't leave you. So make sure don't miss out. I'll send the video and so thank you for watching. Bye.